things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Huskers will hustle to the line. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the game.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the ground with the back. Ball down, but he has it. To move the chains. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch.
There he goes. He's at the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Escapes the... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Gets it past the marker. He has 89 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Finds his man on the left.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a...
Touchdown, Noles! Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Under fire. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Makes the catch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. These 2 defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Glenn. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Floating away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
It's caught. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
A strike downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, it's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's McCoy. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Rides the back and leaves it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Quarterback on the keeper. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turning it on. And he'll pick pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quick completion on the out route. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Makes the grab. Can't get him to the ground.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands. Let him do the rest.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Caught over the middle. It's Stone. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They're going back to the ground. Got enough for the first. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Gives it on the option.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Glenn. He's got him in the flat. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Ives. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. It's Nelson. Still running up the 40. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed? have offensively, you saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Quick strike through the air for the score. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by a field goal over Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Complete to start this drive. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Knowles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. To throw, it's Glenn. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. This time he's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and lead the clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll run it on third and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Seminoles in the hurry-up.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Dropping back, it's Glenn. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And some room to work. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
The Noles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. We are getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. And his kick is good despite the rainstorm. A good snap, good hold, and the kick was perfect. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games